What knew this form school velocity is distance divided by time. But what is that time actually? We used it everywhere in physics and it's a fundamental quantity of physics. But what is reality of time? Is this in some mystical or something that is absolute? To understand it we need to understand that what is time in physics. Time is progression of events to past to present to future. We measure it by clocks or counting or many other way. But have you asked what is time without counting it or measuring it? Don't it have any physical reality? In Newtonian physics time is told it is absolute. Means time is same everywhere. If 1 second were then 1 second on other different part of universe too. Even in different conditions. But Einstein theory of relativity changed that by not trying space and time as different coordinates but as same 4D continuum with one single equation called the Minkowski Spacetime. And the minus sign represent an hyperbolic visualization where there is time-like axis and space-like axis. And to be honest here time-like and spacetime is kind of misleading or lazy naming. 'Cause it's not time rather CDT. Where c is speed of light. Which were assumed that rest object moves speed of light on time axis or rather it's better to say the distance that cover by light with interval of some time which makes more sense. But this was not made for to think that this is fabric reality that binds space and time like sci-fi movie says. Actually reality is much more boring cause it's just useful math object to understand motions than actually physical object. Thing it was useful for prediction but deeper meaning we still did not understand. Cause space can be 4D hyperbola or 4D sphere with imaginary time. Both predicts well. But space can't look like both. So it's better to say this as useful math object than physical reality where we have world line like light like this is trajectory that hypothetically light takes on space-time diagram. Well time coordinate thing is not real or physical. Then what actually is time which without space-time diagrams or clock or counting? That comes to one that second law of thermodynamics. That is called entropy. Now what is entropy? Entropy is first thought as disorder but later used as statistical way of counting the possible arrangement that an object can take. Which object has less arrangement probability that is low entropic. When the grid increases and an object moves further and creates more arrangements. That is called high entropy. And laws of thermodynamics at energy must move low entropic region to high entropy. It will keep until it's in its absolute high that is called the heat death of universe. Now why am I talking about entropy? What is its relation with time? Well let's understand by one single analogy. That milk can turns into coffee with you mix coffee. It happens naturally. But can you turn coffee back into milk without using machines? No cause coffee is already high entropic than milk. That is same for everything. Like tree grows but tree never shrinks down. We think with brain that tree grew that means something changed with. Time changed to forward if we seen tree shrinking then we would say time got backwards. But tree always grows. That is direction or arrow of time. If entropy real why things got solid structure? Well it is order within disorder it is some kind or symmetry breaks we did not understand yet. But there is never one tree. Tree grow and reproduce that lead to forest. It's complex process yet still it leads to disorder of this rising of forest. Same goes to planet and stars. That looks order that is much greater between disorders. Sun that look order. Yet still they releases energy light and electromagnetic wave that gives lives and the lives that create more disorder. It's very non-linear and complex system yet it can lead to same outcome of heat death of universe. Cause energy density is getting thinner and thinner but that just a theory. But one thing's for sure we learn from Noether theorem that time is related to energy. In cosmos time might to work like it works here but locally it works the same but expansion of universe and different time translational symmetry. Energy symmetry might not be same. We understand that the light that were powerful gamma at the start of the universe came so far lost its energy with time that gives a history of how far it was actually formed billions of years ago now we detect as mere microwaves. Energy is lost. Conservation is not same everywhere. Globally time symmetry changes and energy also. To end out talk we must say time is physically nothing at a measurement took measure change in motion or energy. Question is not philosophical that time is real or not. Rather it's mathematical that is time useful or not. Other that everything is just bad metaphor. Thanks for watching.